Innovate UK is the UK's innovation agency, and everything we do is about supporting business-led innovation, helping remove those barriers, helping companies continue to innovate and build those products and services that we need in the future. The opportunity for UK companies to build new partnerships and networks and collaborations allows them to potentially have new R&D partnerships to develop new products between the UK and the US businesses, reinforce that collaboration between our two nations, and help build better products for the future.
This is our fourth cohort for the Innovate UK Global Incubator Programme, and each year the cohort continues to truly amaze us about all of the wonderful technologies and innovations they have, and all of the amazing insights that they learn from the US market and their customer discovery work here in the US market.
We support the cohort in a number of ways over the course of the 6 months. We get them up to speed on things such as the different communication styles between the UK and the US, integrating D&I into your value proposition, value props, pitch coaching, and go-to-market.
Working with UFL and Greentown Labs, we're able to provide even more support to UK businesses, helping them build those partnerships, networks, and collaborations to help them to continue to innovate and develop their go-to-market strategies.
The Urban Future Lab has been around since 2009, starting with the Acre Incubator, our flagship program. And in 2014, we expanded to become the Urban Future Lab. So with that long history comes a wealth of connections and relationships that we've built in the ecosystem. We are able to leverage those connections, those relationships to support our startups in their growth.
One of the things that we try to do is help them make those connections to point them to where those customers are, and also help them find investors or potential customers who can actually be their longer term purchasing customer, as opposed to kind of understanding more about the marketplace only. We take them around to various physical locations that may be of interest to them as they move forward and come to the US. So that can be things like sites that are potential locations for piloting their system, test beds or in-field testing.
So the incubator program that we've been on over the last 6 months has really helped us understand the US market. It's helped us try and engage with those customers and start to get some real world feedback on what the problem space exists like in America versus in the UK. It's that sort of those non-massive points that make a big deal when you're trying to negotiate a tender or trying to understand some of the language and the mannerisms and the behaviors. It's a very culturally different place, and it's quite nice to sort of have been immersed in US culture for a little bit to understand those things.
It's really allowed us to help understand more about where the product needs to shift in order to service more of the North American market compared to some of our customers over in the UK at the moment as well. So it's kind of taken us back and allowed us to validate some of the hypotheses that we're having in terms of how customers behave, why they're buying, and where the problems are around embodied carbon, which is particularly important for us, but also around other forms of material workflows on site as well.
The interviews that we've made with customers in the US, I think, have provided quite a few insights. And those insights have just been useful in determining where we go with our market plans, who we try to approach, what investment we might want to be looking for.
It was great to be in a room of people that are in the same shoes as us but not competing, and we learnt a lot from people in other industries that and sharing those ideas, and it was actually, there was a lot of stuff that was similar where we were learning from each other.
The next steps for Twipes this next year coming up is for us to expand manufacturing, especially within the New York or New York State area. We want to utilize the connections we made with Innovate UK to really push the manufacturing out here to have a bigger impact.
The program's been really beneficial for us, not just to meet some of the New York-based partners in the program and to be able to establish a bit of a network here and talk to interested parties, but also to meet the other members of the cohort and get to spend time with them and see how they're tackling different and equally complex problems with new and innovative ideas, which has helped us to be energized to continue to drive forward to clean and decarbonize the air, which is our purpose as a company.
We are really proud to champion the best and the brightest in the climate tech tech startup ecosystem here at the Urban Future Lab throughout all of our programs. We're really, really proud of our startups and all of that they've accomplished. We have supported over 170. They have raised more than 2.5 billion, created more than 4,100 jobs, and they have an 88% survival rate since 2009. That is incredibly impressive. It is the opposite of what you see everywhere for startups. We'd like to think that we have some small role to play in that, and our support and our networks, we believe, help with all of that success.